Hello student, welcome everyone. Welcome to our today's session that is related to class 8. It is chapter 13, it is chapter 13 that is sound. So today we will discuss about it. So here we will start. So sound. We know it very well that we all live in a world that is full of sound. Okay, when we see in our surrounding, sound and music, all are the things, they all are the regular part of our day-to-day life. Okay, they are the regular part of our sensory experience. We experience them daily. Our sense experience them daily. Okay, sound, music. So we hear sound from the different sources. Various sources we hear sound of. For example, the sound of the human, the sound of the birds, sound of the animals, vehicles, television, music. So we hear many different types of sound. And when we have to communicate with each other, okay, how we communicate? We communicate by speaking. We communicate by when someone speak, we hear it, then we reply through the speaking. So these all are the sources where we need the sound. So sound, it play a very important role in our life. Okay, it is playing a very important role in our life. So same experience we observe in our day-to-day life as if we are in the school. How can we know that our class is over? Okay, how can we know that someone is at the door, someone is knocking there, or there is a doorbell sound is there? How can we know it? If someone is approaching to us, someone is come nearby us, how can we hear the footsteps? Okay, many of us, almost all of us, we have played a game that is hide and seek. So what happens in this game? In this game, a person is blindfolded. Okay, a person is blindfolded and he has to catch the remaining of the player. So how he is able to catch them? He is blindfolded. How he is able to guess them? Because of the sound. Because if someone is nearer to her, someone is closest to her, can he or she can easily know that someone is nearer to them. So we can say that sound plays very important role in our life. Okay, with the help of sound only we are able to communicate. Otherwise, if I am unable to speak, for example, then how can I communicate the things with you? If I am unable to hear, how can I able to find out what you are thinking about the chapter, what your queries are? So all these things are possible only because of the sound. But sound of the different things are different. Okay, we know that when someone can produce sound, we can produce sound. For example, we can produce sound by striking something, by shaking something. We can blow also. Okay, we can rub something, we can pluck something. So for different object, by different activity, we can produce sound. So different situations are there. Different situations are there where sound can be produced. Okay, and different things produce different kinds of sound. So in this chapter, we will study about how sound is produced. Okay, how it can travel from one place to another. It can travel or not. If it can travel, how it can travel from one place to another. And we can also discuss about why we hear sound. Some sound is, if some sound is produced, how we can hear it. Okay, and why the sound are someone producing the sound that is the louder one, someone is producing the sound that is of high pitch, someone for low pitch. So many questions are there regarding sound. Many questions are there. Okay, for example, why we can hear with the help of our ears only? Why this much big ears are there, not only a simple hole? So all these are the queries regarding the chapter that is sound. So in this chapter we will discuss about. So some in the starting, first of all, we will discuss about the vibrating body. Okay, sound is produced. We all know that sound is produced, but how sound is produced? Sound is produced by the vibration. When a body vibrates, the sound produced. Okay, just how you can examine it. Just when your school bell rang, or when you touch something, some press hard, strike in something very hard, afterwards you touch it, what you feel? You feel the vibration there. What you feel the vibration. One activity is given to us. What we have to do in this activity, we have to take a metal plate, or we can take a frying pan also. Then we hang it, and then what we have to do, we have to strike it with the help of stick. We have to strike it with the help of the stick. Afterward, what we have to do, we have to touch that plate, okay, or that pen, whatever we are striking with our finger. What we observe the vibration. What we observe the vibration. So same activity we have to repeat here also. We have to take a rubber band, okay, so and we have to put it along the longer side of the pencil box. Then what we are doing, we have to insert two pencils, then we stretch the band, and when we plug the rubber band from the middle, what happens? Sound is produced. What happens? Sound is produced. So again and again I'm saying the vibrations are there, the vibrations are there. Now what vibrations are? In the previous classes, in class 7 also, we study about the vibration, that what vibration is. So vibration is to or fro, or you can say back and forth motion of the object. It is known as vibration. In the class 7 also we have studied about the vibration. When something is pressed tightly and when we plug it, it vibrates and then it produces sound. Okay, one more activity is given to us. We have to take a metal dish, we have to pour water in it, and we have to strike it by its edge. Now, what we observe? Will we hear a sound or not? Vibration. So all these things where we observe on the surface of the water. When a metal dish is there and water is there on that metal dish, and when we strike it, what happens? The vibration we will observe there in the water also. In water, we observe the vibration. So sound, what sound is? Sound is a form of energy. Sound, it is also a form of energy. And when it produces, when the air molecules, whatever the medium is required. Afterwards, we will study about it. So when the air molecules vibrate, and always they vibrate in a particular pattern, it is called as wave. Okay, so we can say sound is a wave. What sound is? Sound is a wave. And what vibration is? Vibration is back and forth motion of the object, or you can say to and fro motion of the object. And depending on the vibration, what type of vibration are produced, there are different sound produced. Okay, sound depends on the type of the vibration produced. And also we can say sound cannot produce without vibration. If no vibrations are there, sound cannot be produced. One more activity is there. Just have a look. Activity 13.4. Just see what is in this activity. We have to take a hollow coconut shell, and we have to make a musical instrument known as the iktara with the help of it, or with the help of the earthen pattern. Here what we have to do, we have to identify what the vibrating part is. Okay, so when we are talking about the iktara, in iktara there is a simple single string. Okay, in this musical instrument there is a simple musical string is there, and we have to plug its wire gently, and the wire is seen to vibrate. At some time when it is producing the sound, we see that it is vibrating, and the musician which are skilled in that, they can vibrate the string of the iktara, and they can produce a lovely music and lovely songs with the help of that instrument. Okay, so just see here, one table is given to you, that the musical instrument and their vibrating part. So in veena, the vibrating part is stretch string is there. Okay, in tabla, the membrane is there. In flute, air columns are there. And when you have seen the flute is a cylindrical hollow pipe, and in those the air columns are there. So different vibrating parts are there which can produce sound in different musical instruments. Okay, in some of the musical instrument, vibrating strings are there. In some of the musical instrument, we can blow air and we can produce sound. In some of the instrument, we can strike. Okay, just see manjira, ghatam, we are striking them. So different parts are there which are producing the sound in different instruments. Now see one more, lot of activities are here in this book, in this chapter, so that the things are clear to you all. Okay, so that all the things to be clear. Now see one more activity is there. The activity is we have to take metal bowls or tumblers and we have to fill them with water. Okay, and just see the level of the water, it will increase, level to be increased from one end to another. Now what we will do with the help of a pencil or with the help of a simple stick, when we strike the bowl, okay, not so hard, we have to strike those bowl gently, and what we can observe that there is a pleasant pattern of sound in an increasing order, and this is known as jal tarang. What is the name given to it? It is jal tarang. Okay. One more thing, when we plug the string of an instrument like sitar, okay, the sound that we are hearing is not only of that string, but the whole instrument is forced to vibrate. Okay, the sound which we are hearing, it is the sound of the vibration of the instrument. Same in the case of nidangam, we are not only hearing the sound of a particular membrane, but we are hearing the sound of a whole structure, whole instrument, we are hearing the sound. Okay, so all these things are regarding the production of the sound because of the vibration, because of and of the different instrument. Now we will discuss about that how we produce the sound. I'm speaking, I'm producing sound. Okay, you can hear I'm producing sound. So how we can produce? We can speak loudly, we can speak slowly, we can sing a song, we can buzz like a bee. Okay, different sound we can produce. So when we are producing sound, or when I'm speaking, I'm talking, what happens when I put my hand on my throat? What happens? I feel vibration there. Okay, I feel vibration there. So in human, sound is produced by the voice box. By the voice box or larynx, sound is produced. Okay, when we put fingers on the throat and when we find a hard bump that seems to be moved, when we swallow. So this part is known as, what we have given the name to this part. This part is known as voice box. The name given to this part, it is voice box, and it is on the upper end of the windpipe. Where it is? The upper end of the windpipe. There are many questions from this chapter and from this particular topic. You can find the question with that, write it with the label diagram. You can find short answers also. You can find multiple choice question, fill ups and all from this particular topic. So it is quite important. Okay, so what we find it out, sound is produced by voice box. Okay, and where it is? It is at the upper end of the windpipe. Where it is? At the upper end of the windpipe. And there two vocal cords are there. How many vocal cords? Two, which are stretch. Okay, they stretch across the voice box. Vocal cord, they stretch across the voice box. And how? In such a way there is a narrow passage, narrow slit between them for the air. Now what happens when the lungs force air through the slit? What happens? The vocal cord vibrate, and when it vibrate, it produces sound. So the muscle attached to the vocal cord, they can make cord tight, they can make them loose. That's why for some of the vocal cord is tight, for someone the vocal cord is thin. So there are different type, different quality of voice we are having. Okay, different men, women, children, they are having the different type and different quality of voice. Okay, so one more activity is given to you, that how vocal cord work. I'm saying that vocal cord, with the help of vocal cord you will find it. So one activity is there, how vocal cord is working. So what you have to do, you have to take two rubber strips with the same size, and you have to place these one above, just shown here, and you have to stretch them. Then what you have to do, you have to blow air through the gap. When you are blowing air, what do you see? That those strips, they are producing a sound. Or what you can do, you can take a piece of paper, okay, with the narrow slit. Just see in this B part with the narrow slit, and you can hold it between your fingers as shown in this B diagram. And when you blow, what you hear? You hear a sound. A sound is there. So this is the way, the similar way is there. The vocal cord is producing a sound. Okay, they're stretched. And when air is passing, what happens? The sound is produced. Okay, and regarding vocal cord, we have discussed in the previous slide also. So different lengths are there. So in man's, vocal cord is about 20 mm long. In women, it is about 5 mm, 15 mm. Okay, 5 mm shorter. So it is about 15 mm. In children, it is quite more shorter than. So that is the reason only. That is the reason that different men, women, and children, they are producing different quality, different pitch of sound. For someone, the sound is, you can say, shrill voice is there. Someone producing the harsh voice. Okay, so it all depends on the vocal cord. Okay, these all things, it depends on the vocal cord. So this all things is related to the today's session, that how we are producing this sound, how sound is produced by the vibration, how human beings are producing, how instruments are producing. Okay, in the next video we will discuss about the propagation of sound, that medium is required and other things. All those things we will discuss in our next video. Till then, just go through the chapter. For any query, just you can message me, just comment in the comment section. Okay, thank you, take care.